In this video demonstration, I'm going to give an example of how you can use PSI and PSI to do some really neat exceptions processing. So in the demo, I'm going to process documents in PSI. Anything that falls below a certain confidence level from an OCR perspective is going to get routed automatically to a web queue for interactive exceptions processing and validation. So let's go ahead and kick off the process. And in production, this would probably be a fully automated process, but just for demo purposes, I'm going to show you an interactive example here. So let's go ahead and bring these docs in. We'll go ahead and import them, and just so you know, I've used some image processing to make one of the documents really poor, so that we can create an exception in the product. So let's go ahead and let's do some automated indexing. And in this example, we're going to use our pattern matching engine to go through and auto extract data. And you can see that it went through, it auto extracted everything with the exception of the first document, which I purposely made very poor quality. So we did a couple things because of that. Because it did not hit a certain validation level from an OCR accuracy perspective, we went ahead and flagged the document both with a visual queue as well as we populated an exceptions field. Now using PSI, as I do my output or my migration, I'm going to send all the good documents into SharePoint. The bad document I'm going to send into a web-based queue, and I'm also going to send an email notification to the operator so that they can log in and manually index that document. So let's go ahead and move through the process. We'll go ahead and kick it off. It's going to go through, it's going to do a few things to the documents, and then it's going to kick off what we call migration. Now during migration, we're doing multi-streaming, so we're sending emails, we're sending accepted documents or exception-based documents to Fusion, and then we're actually going to send the good ones to SharePoint. So if I bring up my my SharePoint 2013 Office 365 implementation, we'll go ahead and refresh this, and you'll see that I auto-built folders based on the case number, and then I name the files automatically. But something's missing, right? So if I go back and take a step back, I scanned 5 documents, there's only 4 folders here. So now if I go into my email, you'll see that I received an exception notification. And in PSI I can custom build these email notifications. We can build subject lines from and to addresses. We can also build a custom body of the email as well. So we could put a link in here if we wanted to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and exit that, and let's dive into Fusion. Now Fusion, if you're not familiar with it, this is our new web-based product, and it's a queuing and indexing interface that integrates with PSI. So now I can log in, and I've created a user called exceptions, and we'll go ahead and log in. And now you can see I've got my document in my queue. So in my queue, okay, I've passed information from PSI. So I determined the document type. Obviously I couldn't determine the file number because the OCR was very poor. So in this example, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and put we'll put something in here. We'll call this exception. If I could learn this to spell. We'll go ahead and put exception. Okay. Now I could put in another file number. Maybe we'll actually do that. I'll put 11111-exception. Now I'm putting exception just so it's really easy for you to notice once I route it to SharePoint. When I click save, it clears my queue and then sends the information back into PSI to process and route to SharePoint based on the rule set. Now I can leave this interface open. I can click refresh. If any more documents come into the queue, I'll see them all queued up in my web. All right. Now if I come into SharePoint and I click refresh, and we'll give it a second. It's probably still takes a minute to auto process. You'll see once again, based on the file number, here's the exception folder that I built in Fusion. and there you go. Okay, so now we have a really streamlined way, automated way of routing documents, pushing the good ones into the back-end repository, queuing up the other ones in a web-based interface for users to interact with and enter data. Okay. Any questions on the solution I've shown today? Please send a note to sales@scigen.com. Thanks.